Hey ninjas, welcome back. Today, we are going to learn about numbers. Before we start learning about numbers in JavaScript, let's understand how JavaScript actually stores numbers in memory. JavaScript stores numbers using the IEEE 754 standard, also called double precision 64-bit floating point. This means every number, whether it's whole number or decimal, is stored using 64 bits in memory. You don't have to declare different types like int or float. Sometimes this way of storing numbers can cause small rounding errors with decimals. Here we expect 0.1 plus 0.2 is equal to 0.3. But JavaScript gives 4 at the end because some decimal values cannot be stored exactly in binary, base 2. This is normal in programming, and we fix it using methods like toFixed when needed. In this case, toFixed 2 makes it 0.30. JavaScript has only one type of number. Numbers can be written with or without decimals. Now, JavaScript numbers also come with some special values: infinity, negative infinity, and nan. Here in this example, when we did 1 divides 0, JavaScript gave us infinity. That basically means the number became too large, larger than anything JavaScript can normally handle. Here, you're saying, divide negative 1 by 0. Again, division by 0 isn't possible, so it gives you infinity. Nan stands for not a number. It happens when you try some math that doesn't make sense, like multiplying text by a number. Here, you're telling JavaScript, take the word hello and multiply it by 2. That doesn't make sense. So, it gives you nan. So, basically, they are used by JavaScript to handle errors or limits in math calculations. Now, the cool thing is, in JavaScript, numbers and strings can look the same, but they behave differently. For example, 100 without quotes is a number, but 100 with quotes is a string. When you use math operations like division, multiplication, or subtraction, JavaScript automatically converts numeric strings into numbers. But the plus operator is different, because in JavaScript plus is also used for string concatenation. Here in this example, first we printed without converting, and we got 50,010. Next, after converting both values with number, JavaScript treated them as numbers and gave us 510. So the key point is, without conversion strings get joined. With conversion numbers get added. JavaScript also provides built-in number methods. These methods make working with numbers much easier, especially when you are working on big projects. For now, let's look at a few useful methods so that you will feel comfortable using them. So, let's get started. ToString. The toString method converts a number into a string. Here, number equals 100 is a number. But .toString changes it into string. This is useful when you need to join numbers with text. parseInt. The parseInt function converts a string into a whole number, integer. Here 42 is a string. parseInt changes it into an actual number. This is very helpful when you take input from users, since inputs usually come as text. And the number is integer method checks if a value is an integer, whole number. It return true if the value is whole number, and it send false if the value is in decimal or any other types. Now, let's move to another very powerful tool JavaScript gives us, and that is the math object. The math object is also built in, just like number methods. And the best part is you don't need to create it yourself, you can use it directly with math. Now let's use some of these math methods so that you will be comfortable with them. We have math.round. This method rounds a number to the nearest whole number. As you can see in this example, when we print 4.6, it becomes 5. And when we print 4.4, it becomes 4. Now we have another method called math.floor. It always rounds down. As you can see in here, even if the number is 7.9, it becomes 7. And here's a fun one, math.random. This gives us a random number between 0 and 1. Every time you run it, you'll get a different value. But sometimes we need random numbers in a range, like between 1 and 10. For that, we can multiply and use math.floor, like this. Now, of course, there are many other math methods too. If you want to learn others, you can simply check in math objects in documentation of JavaScript. Alright ninjas, this is all about numbers. Now head to JavaScript Ninjas and practice this 5 simple question until you feel comfortable with it. See you in the next lesson.